Well, the golden sands and crashing surf of Sydney's beautiful Cronulla Beach and Sydney's south is the headquarters for Just Cuts, a successful franchise with 220 outlets in 3 countries, 4,500 employees, turning over $106 million every year. The Cronulla headquarters of Just Cuts is a slick operation. These days, Just Cuts is run by Amber Manning.
My stepfather started Just Cuts, his first business back in 1983, but first franchised in 1990. My stepbrother is the warehouse manager of the Justice Professional Warehouse, and my brother is also the business development manager who sells the franchises. So we're very much a family-based business, and we're very lucky that our first franchisee that started in 1990 is still in the business today.
So that's quite a big success, 220 stores. Obviously, flourishing?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, 65% of our owners are multi-salon owners, so they own more than one franchise. And, we're very lucky that, a lot of our owners don't have to be hairdressers. So, just over 100 owners, only around 25 of them are actually hairdressers.
So what's the Just Cut formula for good business?
For us, it's absolutely, in shopping centres. As you know, we're predominantly based in shopping centres throughout Australia. And, formula for success is really our franchisees. Our franchisees are families themselves. When we do training with our franchisees, they bring their family members along and whoever's going to support them in the business. But our key steps is to get involved in the local community to grow their business. And then it really comes down to our team members. So our stylists, our hairdressers, we have over 4,500 hairdressers in the network.
Just Cuts makes their hair products in Spain and markets them exclusively in their salons.
So we have product development we manufacture in Spain and ship to our warehouse here in Caringbah, and ship out to all of our Australian salons and across to the New Zealand stores as well.
So we're looking at your warehouse here today. What happens here?
Yeah, so Justice Professional was born just over 5 years ago, and really was the idea of Dennis, our CEO and founder, to have an exclusive product range for our hairdressers and to be hairdresser quality. But the great thing about the product is it's also been, an investment and something else that our franchisees can earn money from, not just hair cutting, but in terms of retail.
So you very much support the franchise system. You're a big fan.
Absolutely, yeah. Our relationship with our franchisees is, we're a non-hierarchy office here. Our franchisees can call myself or our CEO or anyone at any time, and we'll respond. But we include them in everything that we do, and it's not really, a top-down approach. We use the power of influence and encouragement and trying and experimenting with new things.
Typical of the Just Cut salons is their outlet in Miranda, owned by Vicky Bird, and she's not a hairdresser.
So Vicky, tell us about your franchise.
This is Miranda. We've also just recently purchased another salon down in Victoria. My history with Just Cuts, we started here 3.5 years ago, and prior to that I was in the banking industry. Took time off to raise the family and decided to start getting back into the workforce, and we looked at franchises and Just Cuts was the one we chose.
So Vicky, you're not a hairdresser?
No, not at all.
How does that work running a salon like this?
We have our app on our phone where we can monitor the salons. We follow the processes of Just Cuts, and that's a good support for us. I come in here and do reception and help the girls out whenever they need it. I do all the paperwork, their payroll and things like that.
For Amber Manning, the future of her franchise operation is looking bright.
We've been around 29 years now, and still, we're opening 10 to 15 stores on a regular basis.
And what are your tips for other business people, Amber?
As a business owner, when you're going into business, there's 3 main things that you know, which is what's your rent going to be if you've got rent as an overhead? What are your wages going to be, because you know the wages and what the hourly rates are, and the outgoings of the business.